just won win number 200 for Toyota. What does that mean for each of you and your role you played in that?
I can't thank Toyota enough. When we got together in a partnership and for us to be at 200, it's really I really appreciate them and what they've helped us do. And so big thanks to Toyota. Tyler's back there in the back, and I called Mark and a bunch of them to thank them.
And Chris, for you?
Yeah, it's really cool. We've actually been talking about it in sim session the last few weeks. You know, hey, that 200 is sitting out there for the next winner, whoever can get that. So it's really cool to, I think I had the first Cup win as an engineer with Kyle Busch at Atlanta, and then to have, is this just 200 Cup wins, or what is this?
Cup.
200 Cup wins. So to get the 200th Cup win as a crew chief is really cool. Makes me feel old, though, but that's good problems, I guess.
And Coach, you did back-to-back. You got 199 and 200 for them here.
Yeah,
The last 2 weeks.
I just really, for the last 2 weeks, really been proud of our team. And I was proud of all of our cars today. They were fast and up front, and just, that says a lot for everybody back home. It does all that work. Tomorrow we'll hang a banner and thank all of them, and it's just become a real tradition for us, and just really appreciate it. Love coming to St. Louis, love coming to this part of the country. I spent 5 years here with the cardiac cards, chasing a football around, and had a ball. Everybody treated us great, and I just really appreciate getting a chance to come here and win a race.
Yeah, it's super special because they've, been such a big partner of Joe Gibbs Racing for such a long time. And certainly, I was worried when we switched over. It felt like about 16, 17 years ago, somewhere in that range from Chevy to Toyota. But obviously, it was a big leap of faith by everyone at Joe Gibbs Racing. And the drivers were kind of like an innocent bystander in it, right? We were going to live and die by those decisions that JGR made on that day, and it turned out to be the best partnership that they could imagine, right? Being the top team. Now that I've got 2311, I've formed a different relationship with them, and so I've got Toyota running through my blood, both top and bottom.
And another milestone for you, those 56 wins ties Kyle Busch's most all-time for Toyota.
Yeah, it does, and we're the next few wins, knock on wood, if I can get some, are going to be very, very special to me. So this is the next step to getting that done.
Bob Pockris, Fox Sports. Chris was talking about how you text him late at night and he didn't realize maybe your work ethic before starting to work with you. I'm curious, he felt like maybe you're working more now than maybe you had 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Is that true? And if so, why?
Just everything's so much closer. You used to be able to build speed in your cars that separated you from the competition. Now with everything so similar, how else am I supposed to set myself apart from everyone else? I've got some talent, but I feel as though, the working part of it is how I separate myself, and understanding it's washing machines work real hard too, but that doesn't mean they're always productive. It's like you gotta know what to look for. You gotta identify it and then go to work to fix it. And so that's where I feel like I'm good at is identifying the problem first. And all my problems essentially. My job is to find all my flaws, and then it's my job to then go fix them on the racetrack.
Everybody, even the kids at JGR say you outwork them. And you're going to be 45 in 2 months, and you're killing it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Why would you want to even contemplate retirement when you're still at the top of your game?
There's just got to be a means to an end. I'm just not going to leave this sport on my deathbed. Just leaking oil, just running in the back of the pack. Like I have way too much pride for that. I'm way too cocky for that. There's just no way. I want to be able to win my last race, and to do that, I'm gonna have to retire when I'm racing like this.